Find solution of algebraic equations. I'm Anil Kumar and I have 4 equations here for you to solve. Interesting thing here is that on the right side of equality we have zeros. Let us see how to solve these equations. So the first equation is minus a over 2 plus 5 equals to 0. So first we should take care of the number, which is plus 5 in this case. So we can subtract 5 on both sides. Then what do we get? We get minus a over 2 plus 5 minus 5 equals to 0 minus 5. So in that case we are left with minus a over 2, since 5 minus 5 is 0 and 0 minus 5 is minus 5. To get the value of a, we can multiply by minus 2. That is one thing we can do. Or 2 steps, we can multiply by 2 first and then by minus. Okay, either way we get the same answer. So let us multiply by 2 first. Okay, in that case what I'm trying to do here is, let's first multiply by 2. Okay, so when we multiply by 2, we are multiplying the whole thing by 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1, so we are left with minus a. So we get minus a equals to minus 5 times 2, which is minus 10. To find the value of a, we should multiply by minus 1 both sides. So we get a equals to 10. Right? So we get our answer. We could have multiplied by minus 2 and avoided this step. But both are correct. Okay. Here we have 6 minus 2b equals to 0. First, what should you do? You should add inverse of 6 on both sides. So we get 6 minus 2b minus 6 equals to 0 minus 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. We are left with minus 2b equals to minus 6. Now what we can do? We need b, right? So we need to isolate b. We don't want minus 2. So this time we will divide both sides by minus 2. That is, divide by minus 2. Do you see that? Times minus 2b. It helps to write things in brackets so that things become very clear, especially when sign negative is involved. So it is minus half. Now minus 2 divided by minus 2 is 1. We are left with b on the left side. On the right side we have minus divided by minus as plus, 6 divided by 2 as 3. So b equals to 3 is our solution. Now I like you to follow the same steps and solve part C and D, right? You can pause the video, solve these two, and then look into my solution. And this time I will skip some steps and solve it faster. Now, whenever I have negative signs here, there is a possibility that we can take variable on the right side. So till now we had been keeping variable on the left side always. There is a possibility of taking variable on the right side. That gives you an advantage of not multiplying by negative numbers, right? So that is just a suggestion which I'm not going to follow now, okay? We'll follow that later. Anyway, we'll continue with similar kind of steps which we started with. So what we will do is we'll add negative 9 both sides. So we get minus 3m equals to negative 9. This step is adding negative 9 on both sides. That means minus 9 here and minus 9 here, right? Next step, divide by minus 3. When you divide by minus 3, you get m equals to minus and minus becomes plus. 9 divided by 3 is 3. M equals to 3 is your answer, right? This you get by dividing by minus 3 means multiplying by minus 1 over 3, right? So that is how you get this solution. Okay, next one. First step, minus 1, right? So that gives you minus 1 over 4x equals to minus 1. Next, multiply by minus 4. So we get x equals to plus 4, right? Multiply both sides by minus 4. So that is how you solve these equations. So all these equations which we have considered, they have negative coefficient. The number which comes before the variable is called its coefficient, right? So they all had negative coefficients, and therefore where to multiply or divide by a negative number. So that is a very important thing to make note of. I hope that helps. Thank you.